All right. That seems to be working. That seems to be working. And yes, the connection is excellent now. Oh my gosh. We can actually stream now. I'm so happy. And it's actually going to...
Choir.
Yes, Heavenly Choir. I have exchanged my internet for fiber, and we will not... So hopefully we will have no more problems unless AT&T goes up in smoke.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah. So yes, hello everybody. This is Josh Scorcher, and we are continuing in the end game for the Ravnica Undercity Megadungeon. This is I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be part 6, not part 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's I'll
Let me
change that real quick. And
Yeah.
so yes, plenty of things happened. So guys, you beat your first dragon. How do you feel?
We're
beat-
not dead.
Yes, you beat your first dragon in a dungeon.
And find there's gonna be more.
Gregor,
no, Gongoroth was
I
saying on
guess this
2
really is now
episodes.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I seriously thought that with how long you guys were taking to heal me, that Joshua was going to be like Garuda, roll that save.
Oh, speaking of healing, who else had a short rest?
Everyone.
Everyone. Yes.
Still seeing a bunch of near death and badly injured people over where the rebel was.
Oh yeah, it's some people, everyone's taking oh yeah, I need to roll these for just gonna have, okay, so it's a D8 and a D6, so gonna have to copy and paste that. Okay, so you're healed for that. Let's see, you're healed for that. Okay.
And while you're taking care of that, we're on that hour period of our short rest, right?
Yeah. All at the end. We can do like a little bit of. Does anyone want to do anything like during the period of the short rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Might not get this chance again, so.
Okay.
Alright, through his telepathic bond, Gregor asks Alexander, Sylvas, and Jix if he could come to the side for a moment.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'll go over there.
Hold on. Why isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I need to give you guys free movement again. I turned it onto locked movement because of the game hadn't started yet.
Alright. Alright, still through his telepathic bond, Gregor says, alright. We barely survived that last encounter. Whatever Exia has in store for us, I doubt we'll have the same amount of luck. So, there's something I need to come clean to you about. Right after our fight, I sent a message to Cleric.
What?
Alexander, his eyes don't widen. His nostrils flare a little bit.
Jix is restrained from bee slapping you.
Right now, we are in an enemy of my enemy situation. I'm going to try to bargain with him, so we can try getting this mess over with as quickly as possible. Now, the reason I'm asking you three, is to brainstorm any idea as of what to offer him in exchange for Terra, Ellie, and safe passage out of here.
Hmm.
You mean besides our services?
Well, unfortunately, it seems that the only thing that Cleric seems to appreciate is data. So,
So what can we tell him that he could possibly want? And which of it compromises us the least?
Hmm. Well, this Alaran fellow has gone rogue. Perhaps we could, when we engage with them, take notes.
Well, let's assume that he already knows that Elloran has gone rogue.
Calyrex has many agents, but if you've been with him long enough, surely someone would find a hole.
Yeah.
But there's one.
Let's start
But there's
start
one
it with
thing-
this.
Hmm?
Let's start with this. On a shared assumption that Elloran has gone rogue, so we open for a temporary ceasefire.
Hmm. Your ceasefire. Hmm.
Yes. Because the way things stand, well, you've heard Elloran. The more of his creations we kill, the more fodder we give for his own experiments.
Hmm.
And thus, his army grows ever larger. So it is in our interests to cease the conflict for as long as possible. At least until he's defeated.
Hmm.
Which is why I brought the three of you here. Out of the group, you three are the best. You have the best negotiating abilities.
Dude. Me? Negotiate? I'm a freaking goblin.
Out of character, does Gregor know that how Jix managed to charm his way into into Pontiff Iberg's desk?
I think so. I think so. Yes, it's you know, Gregor does know that Jix has a mind for seeing solutions to problems, and Sylvas is extreme, and you know that Sylvas is extremely charismatic. So
Yeah, so basically Gregor tells him that, and turning to Jix, he says, as it stands right now, you'll serve as our wild card.
I'm listening.
You might provide information to Calrix that may be in his interest to know. Ones that he might not be expecting. But, more importantly, do you still have the schematics for the replicant weapons?
Hmm.
And
My
before you ask,
attendants might have it.
and
but
before
yes.
you ask, the schematics themselves are not on the table. But the reason I ask is that the weapons we currently possess potentially will be. Not that we'll make the offer ourselves, but it is possible he will demand them.
You mean the ones that we currently have absconded with?
Precisely. And remember, the conditions is safe passage out of here with Tara and Ellie. So, provided things go as planned, we will be able to recreate the weapons.
Yeah, that sounds doable.
Yes. There is another thing. And that is alternative courses of action. If we cannot secure Ellie and Tara's safety, then we can at the very least ask for passage to the two places I have in mind. The Golari Guild Hall and the home of the Gorkons. Both of them being very dangerous, but considering where we're at, and we have no other places where we can safely rest our heads, and no other places where we can find potential allies. Unless we've, through some miracle, stumble upon another ruined basilica that isn't somehow full of ghosts, who's willing to defend it against intruders.
I might have a place for us to rest, or possibly get a few people out. And with that, we can cast the identify on the blue gem as a ritual.
Yep, I PM'd you the thing.
Did you?
Yes, I did. I PM'd it to you 2 minutes ago.
Ooh. Does it have anything left in it right now?
It does not have any more charges left.
Ah. Well, that goes that off the table. And I also asked about the staff.
Alright. Alright, where was that staff?
As you were saying, Gregor?
What exactly does that do?
This little gemstone. Well, if it can be recharged, it's currently empty. It teleports whoever touches it to the same location almost every single time, which is apparently a long cylinder hallway going up and down and stuff left and right, full of cages, where Butch and Maverick are currently residing.
Your solution is to put us dangling in iron cages over a bottomless pit.
I think
You
what he... No, I don't think he's that stupid. I think what his plan was to use that stone aggressively on our enemies.
That...
I was thinking of it both ways. You did say I was the wild card.
Yes, unfortunately, but you do bring up an interesting point, Alexander. But you do realize that it will put Butch and Maverick at whatever monster we face mercy.
There's a slight little problem though with both the plans. After identifying it, I have determined it has no more oomph left, no more juice.
So
Unfortunately.
how do you plan on recharging it?
it would require some sort of teleportation spell, or if I had access to all the equipment in my laboratory with all my attendants, I could recharge it. So unfortunately, the gemstone's currently off the table.
Hang on, out of character, doesn't Chicks have banishment?
No.
You keep threatening me with that. I assumed you had.
I have a bag of holding.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Wait, don't you have banishment? No, but you kept threatening with me.
Yes,
oh, I
'cause I have a bag of
remember an
holding.
idea that one of my friends came up with for D&D. They essentially made, like, within the rules of the game, no homebrew at all, they essentially made a Pokeball.
What?
Oh my god.
See, I could
They
banish...
come up with stupid ideas that somehow work within the game.
See, I can use...
Like it's, like it's pretty much just a ball of holding that has a reverse switch on it. That's the best way I can describe it.
Okay, so that's out.
I could put... You see, I could threaten you with the bag of holding. I could turn it into a little portable black hole. That's how I get... Oh, I do the banishment.
Alright, so we'll put a pin in that idea. Do any of your attendants know any sort of teleportation spells?
I actually don't know that.
Let's see. I gotta actually have to look through the character sheets. Did I give them one?
Oh, lovely.
I don't think any of them would. The closest teleportation spell would be Misty Step. That would be with a Warlock. Off the top of my head. If he even has the spell slots for it.
Yeah.
Oh, Gongoroth.
Selena has it too.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not even sure that
Yeah.
counts.
None of them have teleportation. Or Misty Step.
I'm not even sure Misty Step counts as a teleportation spell.
I think it does. Let me check that real quick. Yeah.
It actually does say, briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet in an occupied space that you can see. So, I suppose it is kind of like a mini teleport.
But yeah, it's like specifically the teleport spell.
Not even close.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah, teleport is a 7th level conjuration.
Also, has our character has Cleric responded to Gregor's sending?
You don't. Trying to figure out how to best word this. I need to take another look at the spell just to make sure I'm not screwing you over.
In the meantime, out of character, I am both loving and hating how you did that behind all of our backs.
It's just like
Like I said-
loving it as it enhances the story, but hating it as it reduces your control.
Yeah, like I said, I was gonna be throwing in one hell of a wild card
Yeah.
in this session.
Yeah, that's a very risky card to play.
Yeah.
So, you know that so Gregor, you know that sending allows an immediate answer, and you didn't get and you didn't get an immediate answer from Calrix. So either he is thinking about his response, or he is ignoring you.
Or he's deliberately not answered and just letting us stew.
In any case, we have no guarantee that he will accept my summons. But, in the event that he does, we cannot bring Gongoroth with us. The situation is too volatile for him to get involved, especially when his sister's involved. You've seen how he acted towards the Master of Cruelties. Just imagine how he'll act at a parlay table with Calrix.
You mean big pointed sword?
Very big pointed sword. But that's another matter. Should we bring Sonata?
I'm not the right person to ask that kind of question.
Ideally, we want to bring the least amount of people possible, just so as to not muddle all the negotiations. And 4 is a good number, but Sonata might be able to bring an angle that some of us might not be able to. After all, she was Calrix's most promising experiment as of late.
That would be our best. As much as I hate to say it, that would be our best card if we're going for a 4th. Because Selena's out. She has explosive anger issues. Arwen probably wouldn't be able to contribute enough to the discussion.
And in any case, we've been Elrond's game thus far, and he's promised however much that counts for. That he'll show us where Ellie and Terra are. I've got a bad feeling about this, but there's no guarantee that he'll be able to honor his word, or rather will be willing to. We are in his domain. Which is why I sent out the message to Calrix. We're at a severe disadvantage here.
We are.
But until then, we'll have to reconvene later. Right now, there is a matter of who to bring down with us. Further into the abyss.
Indeed.
And who heads out?
Yes.
It is not only the people who head out, but we also must consider who is going to get out safely. Because if we only send 1 or 2, I'm sorry to say, but that might be a death sentence.
Yes. One thing's for sure. We have to send Lucas back.
Really? He was such a boon in the battle before.
Yes, but he's young, inexperienced. He held his own admirably enough, but only because we were there to absorb the brunt of the dragon's ferocity.
You mean you were there to absorb the brunt of the dragon's ferocity?
Yes, but you passed out trying to keep me alive, so...
Fair.
So be careful with those stones in that glass house. In any case, you know what Father said to us. There must always be a Moorland. And bring Lucas deeper down with us only compromises that. There must always be someone to carry the Moorland name.
I see. Well, when you put it that way, it seems that the choice is obvious.
Yes.
Alright. So, who else shall we be sending back?
That is a matter you'll discuss with the rest of the group.
Alright.
Gregor heads back to the main group.
Quick question. Who has the poison arrow again?
Arwen.
Arwen?
Yes.
Yeah.
He hasn't used it because he didn't use the arrow because it was a it was a skeleton dragon. So
Yeah. I don't think acid would melt through bone too well.
Yeah.
So, I go up to Arwen. Can I see that poison arrow again?
Yeah.
Yeah, be very careful with it because it activates on the slightest touch.
I'm going to use Identify ritualistically and my poisoner's kit to see if I can recreate the poison from this arrow at a later time.
Oh.
Okay.
Poisoner's kit from my Artificer ability.
All right. The super melty arrow.
Yep.
All right. So I'm trying to figure out what was the damage. That 15d10. A single shot of 15d10, assuming they failed to save. But yes. Okay, so I have the name here.
I might not be able to recreate it now, but at least I might be able to do it later.
Let's see.
Using my Artificer ability right to it for the job. I got a poisoner's kit now.
Yeah. Alright, where... I had it around here somewhere. Yeah. Okay.
You can do it later. I just wanted to determine if I can recreate it.
You can it's like you can recreate it. It's just going to it's like you're either going to have to find the creature itself, or you're going to have to chemistry set it once you get back to Nivix. And even then, it's going to take a little bit of time for you to get it.
But I know the chemical composition now.
Yes, you do know the you do know the chemical composition. It's just that you lack the means at the moment to reproduce it.
All right, taking notes.
Yes, so it is a souped up worm poison, and you know where to find the worms. There's a couple of them underneath the rubble belts, but yeah, it's very dangerous to find them, and you'd much prefer to do so from the comparative safety of Nivix. I mean, I wouldn't exactly call the Izzet Guild Hall safe. I mean, comparatively it is, but considering how much explodes in your face over there. I mean, you just had an incident with a refrigerator.
Hey, the refrigerator. I gotta go back to meet that guy. Alright, so we should convene with the rest of the group and see how we're divvying this out. So I go over here. I already know what I'm doing. I'm gathering my attendants.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna rifle through the corpse of a dragon.
Okay, wow.
Because I'm sending all my attendants back
Okay. You're
with the dragon remains.
Oh, okay. You're sending all your attendants back. Interesting.
Oh, this isn't I loot the body. This is I take the body.
So,
Well-
yes, that they're gathering everything.
Is there any? Do I have to make a check to find anything of note?
1 second. Yes, you can. Yes, you can roll a perception check in order to find anything of note. Oh, lovely. You find that there is a little bit of a small viscous material within the bone marrow. If you had to make an educated guess, roll Arcana with advantage because it is an educated guess. It is a educated guess. Yes, absolutely.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
While we're making,
This
while
is.
we're making,
Say
sorry,
what?
while we're making skill checks, I might roll history just to get a better look at the ruined basilica.
Oh yeah, you can totally do that. But yes. So, Jix, if you had to make an educated guess, like you're 90% sure that this is the case, that's the juice that souped up this person and also gave Sonata her draconic powers. And you all start looking around, and you do see that there is the broken remains of a crossbow lodged inside the rib cage.
I carefully remove the broken remains of the crossbow.
It looks remarkably similar to Sonata's.
Remarkably similar to Sonata's. Okay, that's it. Where? And I would spam it just to make a point, but I don't need to. Just find out how similar.
Do I notice Jack's just rummaging through the dragon's corpse?
A lot of people do notice it, so yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, just rummaging through it, and so yes, you are able to through a couple applications of mending, you are able to restore the crossbow, and yes, it looks exactly similar to Sonata's hand crossbow.
I will put this away.
Find anything interesting, Jax?
Maybe.
What's that supposed to mean?
Give me a minute. So I go over and give my group. I heard that. Actually,
you didn't.
Fine. Okay, maybe I didn't.
Wait, what were you trying to do?
I just muttered goblins after he said maybe.
Wait, why'd you? I'm sorry. What'd you roll the perception for?
So I could hear her mutter goblins under her breath.
No, you don't.
I did not hear her water goblins on her path.
Nope.
Although I'm pretty sure it's just Jix that likes hiding everything from us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gregor also a little bit.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
in the
but
chat,
not as much as Jix.
Yeah.
like I said in the chat, we're
That's okay.
very conspiratorial.
Anybody got a spare vial? First of all,
Radel walks up to you. Like you even need to ask.
I use the vial to collect a bit of the viscous material, so I can identify it later in greater detail. And then I'm going to tell them the basic instructions. Okay, so up ahead is far more dangerous than I would like any of you to be accompanied with. That, and I think we have enough research material here to present a case to our superiors. They're resurrecting freaking dragons! For Nivik's sakes.
Yeah.
That being said,
Lomar says, "Yeah, I noticed. It almost killed me."
that being said, we should take whatever's left of the remains here or back for study, plus with whatever we've learned. And then I turn to Revan. Directly to him. Hey, if I don't make it out of here alive, find the doctor, finish the mission.
Oh, and just for safe measure, just want to give him the schematics for the Guildmaster weapons.
I don't
for safe.
have the schematics on me. I think they're in the laboratory.
They're in the laboratory, yes.
All right.
And that being said, you guys will be going back with anybody else who's will be going back. Be very careful. We don't want to lose anybody. Again.
Yeah. Everyone nods. Pyro, he looks at you and says, "Oh yes, we'd only lose people in experiments, not on adventures."
With that, I go rest for a bit.
On the topic of study, Gregor pokes around the ruins,
All right.
seeing if he can learn anything more about these.
All right. So yes, these particular ruins are like almost first generation Orzhov, if you had to take an educated guess.
I mentioned last session at some point that cult of Fortuna got absorbed into the Orzhov Church.
Mm-hmm.
Do I find any motifs of any kind?
You do find some ancient motifs, and you do see, after studying a little bit of the architecture and the art, you're starting to notice like why it was absorbed into Orzhov specifically. After studying it for a little bit, you notice that both Orzhov and Fortuna had motifs of coins. Specifically Fortuna, the flipping of the coin.
Yep.
There is a small small parchment of Lady Fortuna art that is, it's almost faded. It's pretty faded with time, but like, how do I put this?
It's still legible.
Like, think the Shroud of Turin.
Right. I think I know what you're getting at. Like, most of it's faded away, but you can tell we can make out the contours of what the original image was.
Yes.
Probably take this back for restoration work. Gregor thinks to himself.
Weirdly, it's like Weird. It's a... Imagine Jixit hear that and he'd be like, did someone say restoration? Because he loves to abuse that mending spell, let me tell you.
Actually, come to think of it, Gregor's gonna head his way back to the main group anyway, so...
Yeah. Okay.
Who's the assistant who tried to decode the battle mine door?
Who was the assistant who tried to decode the battle mine door? Shit, I gotta look at my notes. I don't actually remember that. Jix, do you...
Whoever it was, I give it to him or her and ask it to take it back to the surface for artistic restoration.
Okay.
And not to worry about whether or not I survive, because on the chance I don't, my spirit's going to into Pons of Iberg's possession anyway, so I can just continue from that.
Lovely. All right, dog. Can you make a decision? Can you stay in or out of the room?
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Hey. And on the topic of motifs, wouldn't it be too far-fetched to say that the angels of the Orzhov Syndicate kind of emulate Lady Fortuna in a way, both in terms of imagery and in the way they bestow favors? Maybe that was an early aspect of the cult that got absorbed.
I'm looking at the I'm looking at how they how they dress, and a little bit. It's the especially, you know, the whole gift giving but with a catch.
Yep.
Because in both luck and extortion, it's like, especially if one is gambling, there's always a catch.
Yeah, namely the Death Pact Angel and the Seraph of the Scales.
Yes. Yeah. So I could also say, like, for the imagery, like the single coin in the center of the forehead is also a little bit derived from that as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of me BSing my way into explaining how I'm able to tap into the Orzhov's powers while ostensibly worshipping a different god.
Yeah. It's not well, it's not BSing. It's well, okay, let me let you in a little secret, and so you stop putting yourself down. All D&D is BSing.
Yeah. But I kind of like the idea of
all D&D is BSing. The skip. It's only good D&D if you're good at justifying it.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of there being like a secret mystery cult within the syndicate.
Well, I mean, if House Demir can do it, then, you know.
Yeah, I could tie into the idea that Ravnica is far more ancient than anyone can realize.
Yeah.
But anyway, Gregor goes over to Lucas and says, "How are you holding up?"
I am, I'm doing all right. It's, that was a bit of a harrowing experience, but I'm glad I was able to help and stop people from dying.
Yes. But, as admirable as it was, We got lucky last time. I don't want to risk your life if like that again.
What are you saying?
Gregor leans down and puts his hand on Lucas's shoulder. I'm sending you back up to the surface.
I see.
I'm not doing this because I think you're incapable. You proved admirably during that last fight. But there must always be a Morlin.
I see.
And I can't risk all three of us down here.
Yes. I do suppose we were in a little over our heads and that, so probably a good idea.
That would be an understatement. We went in here completely unprepared for what was to come.
Well, we thought we were prepared, but turns out we were not.
Yes.
I feel like calling us unprepared is giving us too little credit.
In any case, if all else fails, I'm going to entrust the care of Stitches to you. And I was wondering if you could assist the Izzet group in a little archaeological matter I've entrusted with them. I think your skills will prove a valuable asset in that direction.
Right. I suppose I can do that.
As it stands, you have the best chance of keeping the Morlin name in preserved for future generations.
Understood. It's that Lucas walks up to you and just gives you a hug. You better come
Gregory
back.
did it.
You better come back.
With my shoulder on it, I will.
That's a great thing about being Orzhov. It's like you'll come back in the flesh or see-through. Alright, so who's next?
I'll go. I'm gonna go next.
Alright.
Could you come here for a second?
Oh, but you're taking me away from the cute one.
Stop it.
Nora feels a chill go down his spine.
Oh, first of all, I kind of alluded to this in the in the Ravnica chat. How is Selena looking after taking that acid breath?
How's Selena? Well, she is. Wait, how's Selena looking, or how's Jura looking?
How she looked after taking the how's her hair looking, or is there any acid scarring or anything like that?
On Selena, there is a there are some patchy spots, but no, Selena's pretty face is intact.
Oh, thank goodness. For a second there, I thought I would have to ask Rhiannon and Master Nar to get a mask prep for me before my hair until my hair grows back. Yes, I'm implying that Selena would have been a luchador for a while.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, Selena just puts her hands on Jura's shoulders. Just want you to know I'm very, very proud of you. You've come this far because you've had a lot more guts than the other three. He holds up her hand, showing off the Rakdos signet. Believe me, you've earned this. Until we see this through to the end, you won't be getting it. You're not coming with me. Going back to the pit with you're going back to the surface with everyone else. Way at the pit, one way or another, you will be getting this. Me, or given by another member of the party. Is that understood?
Jura looks at you with an uncharacteristically serious face. I understand. I am resisting very much to make any sort of joke right now because there is no humor in your voice.
Because both, you know, you were dead for a moment, and honestly, I don't want to risk that again. Maybe expendable. Rakdos may be expendable. But we do want to drag out our 15 minutes of fame as much as we can.
Yeah, that was a, not gonna lie, a bit of a flop in terms of a show.
No kidding. But in case something does happen to me, I want you to find someone. Haven't seen her in a long time. Her name is Enyo.
All right.
Trust me, you'll know when she's having a match. People start chanting, "Oh no, it's Enyo."
Ah, okay.
Then again, that was all. That idea just came from me and from Ella and myself, since she's the one who trained us.
All right. Well, I'll be sure to give it to her. This isn't like a... No, I'm not gonna make the joke. Not gonna make the joke. Don't 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 make the joke. You can see that she is really struggling. Yeah. Okay. I will do that, considering it is very important to you. By the way, if you do die down here, go out with a bang.
Maybe. Like I said earlier, it is all about the boom. She just, on the word boom, she just points her thumb at herself.
All right. Well, she takes a step away, looks over her shoulder at you. Break a leg.
Gregor stops her. Speaking of breaking things, I've seen the way you've looked towards my little brother.
Well, yes, he has quite the cute butt.
Yes. You better treat him right, because whether I survive this or not, you harm one hair of his, and I will personally deaden every nerve ending in your entire body.
Jura blinks. You planned that, didn't you? She just folds her arms. Wait for you to take the wind out of my sails. You were supposed to threaten me with pain, and I was supposed to say, "Oh, joke's on you. I'm into that." But
I am half Rakdos. I know how it works.
Oh. Jura looks over to Lucas. Just went from a 9 to a 10.
You have been warned. Just know that. Alright, I'm off.
Alright, who's next?
Since the scene's done, I actually found something since I decided to drink one of my 2 potions of mage armor. I clicked on the AC in my character sheet and it popped up something.
Yeah.
Where I can hit the calculation.
Yep.
There's a bunch of them. One of them's mage armor.
Yeah.
So I now have it set for 17 in the mage armor.
Nice.
Oh,
So-
I'll go last.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I'm messing over the Selesnya NPCs, and they still haven't rolled it.
Yeah, I've been trying to state that.
Okay, let me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me. There's always something goes wrong. It's not a Discord stream. Something doesn't go wrong.
Yep,
Okay.
He said it.
Okay.
I honestly just don't know what to do for like a roleplay scene.
Let's do this. Okay.
And was that all of their hit die?
Should be a little bit more of the. Okay.
And the D6 and D8.
Yeah, let's see the D6, D8. Roll. Oh, lucky you.
Jeez.
And. Whoop. Luckier, less lucky, but, you know.
Decent. I mean, they're both barely injured. They
Yeah.
could probably heal themselves up, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. All right.
Well, all right.
Oh.
I guess it's my turn then. Right.
Oh,
Gongoroth's going to motion Jorg and Valana up.
All right. Yeah, Lucian's gonna look at Gongoroth and he's just gonna sigh. Oh man, that it was a good plan with the whole ballista, but yeah, I think I figured out the problem. Usually we have a lot more people operating these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we understand why these things are usually mounted, because they take so many people to operate. If we brought more people down, it might actually have been better, but yeah.
Well, then you're going to hate this next part. I would actually like for all of you to go back up with them.
Wait, what? Everyone looks at you, just kind of mouths agape.
Right. 3 reasons. 1, these guys are actually going to need an escort up there, because I doubt that they'd be able to make it on their own, especially if they're dragging that thing with them.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah. Second, in case something happens, someone needs to report what happened here to Captain Filch and get this information up to the war leader.
well,
And third, I'm pretty sure Artesia would kill me if something happened to you.
it's that Lucian he folds his arms and he just sulks. Dang it, Gongoroth, that's blackmail.
I don't know. That's just facts. If you want blackmail, go to Gregor. But if you have any thoughts about this, then I am willing to listen. I actually prefer that you tell me.
On one hand, I don't like that after what we faced here, we're essentially leaving you alone. But you do raise a point about everything here needs to be documented.
As well as ensuring that the rest of these guys get escorted back up safely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let me put it this way: the practical side of me the practical side of me is happy. The emotional side is not.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that our professional and personal relationships would collide when they put you under my command.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we're Boros. It's like the personal and the professional overlap a lot. We do wear our hearts on our sleeves, after all.
True.
That's one thing. In fact, that he looks over at Arwen that we kind of share with the Gruul. Sometimes